So it seems that this one was initially released back in 2016 in a couple of color combinations, and now in 2025 this one is making a comeback, at least for now, in just this color combination, which we're gonna have a look at today. Guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It really helps out the channel. As I said earlier, in today's video, you're gonna have a look at this comeback, which was initially released back in 2016. So let's go ahead and start with the box, guys, which, as you can see, will come in this matte black colorway, which will have this wings logo here in the corner of the lid. Nothing too special here, so let's just go ahead and take them out. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at this comeback of this 2016 release, and this one will be for the Air Jordan 1 Low OG No Swoosh. So if you are a big fan of the Air Jordan 1 range in general, but you feel that most of the times you can't actually dress them up or down, it seems that they decided to bring this original 2016 release back to life, where we're gonna have a missing swoosh in the midfoot. So this one just dropped here in the UK in the last couple of weeks for the retail price of £135. Which, if I'm not mistaken, will be like 10 pounds less than a normal OG releases. So this one is available for now just in this color combination, which will use this black tumble leather for the upper. You're gonna have this off-white midsoles. So by not having that swoosh in the midfoot, guys, this one can actually be matched with more clothing. But I need to be honest, not having that swoosh really feels quite different. It doesn't actually feel like a Jordan anymore, at least that's how I feel. Nevertheless, this one is still looking quite nice, and as I said earlier, it's bringing quite good materials for this upper, which will include this tumble leather, which feels actually quite nice to the touch. I wouldn't say that it's premium, but most definitely it's a bit better than, at least comparing with the general releases, which most of the times are just bringing stiff materials. So yeah, if you are on the market for a pair of shoes which won't have a big branding in your face, this one could be one of them. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this Air Jordan 1 Low No Swoosh. So this one, guys, I need to admit that it's gonna be a very quick one. As you can see, for this upper, we're gonna have just one type of material, which will include this tumble leather in this black color, which will have all of your usual paneling, but this one won't have the Nike swoosh on either sides. For this one, we're still gonna have your usual perforation holes on top of your toe bow section to give it some breathability. So for the lacing system, we're gonna have your normal punch out holes, which will keep in place these half waxed black flat laces. Unfortunately, in the box we won't receive a second pair, which is gonna have this black pair, which will also have these golden tips. So underneath these laces, guys, we're also gonna have the same leather material for this tongue, which this time won't have the same amount of padding as a normal pair of Jordan 1. This one has less, but as you can see towards the top, this one also have this very nice tag in the same tumble leather material, which will have the both Nike Air and also the swoosh. So finishing here at the back, we're also gonna have the wings logo debossed just above the heel section, which is barely noticeable. So going now inside of the shoe, guys, for this one I'm gonna have a very nice lining for both back of the tongue and also the rest of the shoe, which will come in this gray color. This one feels like a felt material, which again will actually keep your foot quite hot. So I guess this pair will actually be quite good for colder seasons. And also at the bottom we're gonna have a glued foam insole, which feels actually quite cheap, no arch support, and this will also have the Nike Air and also the Swoosh imprinted here at the heel section in this white color. So now guys, we can go to this off-white rubber midsole, which will have your normal standard pattern, nothing changed here. This one's also stitched to the actual shoe, which again is something normal for this model. So in case you don't already know, here at the heel section we're gonna have an encapsulated air sole unit, which unfortunately doesn't feel too comfortable underfoot, but after a couple of wears this one will start to be a bit more comfortable, but don't expect too much. So now guys, we can finish with this rubber outsole in the same off-white color, which again will have your normal standard pattern, which seems that is gonna have one of the best tractions in the world. So this one will include this circular design here at the front, and as usual here in the midfoot you're gonna have this Nike lettering, also the Nike swoosh. As in for the actual sizing guys, as this one it's an OG release, I'm always going with a half size down, and this one fits me just fine, and it should be the same for people with normal feet, but just in case you have wide feet, most definitely you'll need to go with at least a half size up just to make sure that this one is not going to be too tight for you. So overall guys, this latest release coming for the Air Jordan 1 range, which today we had it in this no swoosh edition, which is making a comeback for the first time since 2016. In my opinion, it's looking interesting in its own way. Of course, this one doesn't feel like a proper Jordan 1 release, as we don't actually have that swoosh in the midfoot, but in case you actually like the Jordan 1 in general and you wanted to maybe wear it for some kind of formal suits, this one now can be actually matched quite easily. The brandings are actually almost unnoticeable, which will be here at the top of the tongue and also just above the heel section. So yeah, I feel that for 135 pounds or around 145 US dollars, this one it's bringing quite nice materials, which doesn't feel quite premium, but most definitely feels much better than most of the releases for this range. Unfortunately, this one it's still sitting on this rubber outsole, which is using a very old technology. I guess you already know that, but overall I would say that this one is still quite interesting, and I really hope that at some point it will go on sale. I wouldn't actually pay 135 pounds for this one right now. So yeah guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this first release ever from back in 2016 for the Air Jordan 1 Low No Swoosh. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!